Recording.
Hey.
Yay. So.
Right. So back to.
Yep. You guys arrive in Vaskia, and Tuazar says, "Well, I didn't quite enjoy the hunt. I didn't get to kill a lot of stuff, but those little ice creatures were good enough, I suppose. I do have a guild that I really should tend to, so I'm gonna go do that. But I'll catch up with you guys again soon."
Yeah, no, it was just thank her for coming along with us and helping.
If we ever go out again to hunt something, you can come along.
Mm-hmm. So
She
be
says,
sure to let
"Oh."
you know.
I'd relish in the opportunity. And she gives a wave and gives Diana a little punch in the shoulder, which ends up being a lot stronger than you think was intended, but it is what it is.
Fucking Diana goes fucking sailing across and hits a wall.
Like a Dragon Ball Z punch.
Just leaves a big crater in the middle of the city.
It's fucking and then dies on the ground fucking was it Yamcha from fucking Dragon Ball Z.
Roll another character.
You see a pop-up show up, just like Diana has been killed by friendly fire. So, Tuazar heads off toward the Scabbard Guild building. What would you guys like to do?
Okay, so
you still have the wolf form in tow.
Nice.
So Lazara is going to so Lazara says, "By the way, guys, we should talk." And then I look down at Reneg and say, "Without her."
Okay, so
It's okay. Mora can probably
Moro can take care of
capture her
that.
for a second.
She's still weak, right?
Oh yeah, she's still quite weak. She's not bleeding out or anything, but she is pretty weak.
She's also tied up to the sled.
Pretty fucked
No,
up.
She's also tied to a bear, so she's not fucking.
Lovely.
Excellent.
But yeah, sure. Talk.
Okay, so once we're out of ear range of Reneg, Lazara gathers them together, make sure there's nobody around that can hear her, and says, "Guys, something big is probably going to be happening soon."
Like what?
Like big.
I don't know many details about it. See, so the truth is that I made a pact with the dragon when I went out on my own.
Oh.
Back in the desert.
Why?
Don't question me.
What kind of dragon?
Fair enough.
I can't give any more details than that. For my patron's sake.
How does that?
Yeah, should we be trusting you then?
Should you have trusted me at any point?
I mean, she's got a point.
It's pretty fair.
You make a good point.
Well, when I went off on my own before you guys went to Carnus Stalis, I had a chat with my patron, and he told me that something he told me that there's a great evil rising. I don't know more than that, but I wonder if he was talking about Zinder.
Who? Possibly. Could also be the cult.
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah.
that makes a very good point. It could be the cult.
Could be either or.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see if I can get in contact with him and see if he knows anything about Zinder.
That sounds good.
Okay.
And this is all. That's all I wanted to say to them.
Okay.
Right.
So you guys return to the big wolf that's tied up on the sled. A couple of the townsfolk are walking by and giving a little look from a distance, and it just kind of growls at them or snarls at them, and they go, "Ooh," and then they start walking along at a hurried pace.
I see this and I smack her on the top of the head, like, stop that.
She gives like a low, frustrated growl.
She's just a douchebag, isn't she? She just likes
Yeah,
to be
she-
a dick.
Wow, you're kind of a bitch! That was a fucking Sonic comic tale.
Oh.
Jesus.
Right. So we have everything except for the staff that we never found at this
Yeah.
point.
Yes.
Yeah. Precisely.
I was going to say, like, why should we do it at this point? But I probably go back to this area, talk to the priest. Think.
That actually, yeah, he may know what to do. And then where's the dragon that we have to talk to?
Well, we're gonna have to talk to.
No. I know. I was just wondering. I forgot where that dragon was.
I don't. Do we know? I don't think we know.
Yeah, I think she told us.
Did
She
you?
I remember she did, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I forgot where it was though. Was it
I believe she would
In
have
the desert?
If she did tell you, yeah, it would have been in the Zakar Desert.
Yeah, you're right. Somewhere in the desert.
I remember it was going to be in the desert, but I forgot exactly where.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's okay. We have her. We can ask again.
Yup.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So what exactly are you guys going to do from here? Anything you'd like to do in Vaskia before moving on to Syria?
I don't.
I don't believe I have.
I think we're just-
Mhm.
What?
I don't think I have
At this
any
point,
business.
it's kind of like midday in Vaskia, so the rest of the day to work with.
So, I think Lazira is going to want to stay here so that she can try to have time to contact Terranax before leaving.
Okay.
I mean, we can wait.
Yeah, we are not in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we
Okay.
never did ask for.
There's actually a few. Yeah, there's something I actually want to try here as well. So
All right.
I don't think we ever asked for
Well,
a reward for bringing the prince back.
what was
Some
that,
of
Smee?
the-
You're cutting out a bit.
You are cutting out quite a bit.
I was saying I don't think we asked for a reward for bringing the prince back.
I think we were rewarded.
Yeah,
During
that was. Yeah.
Yeah, during the festival.
Right.
Were we?
Oh yeah,
How-
probably the discounts then.
We got
Yeah.
the
And
discounts,
the
and then we
free
got the-
supplies.
And we go with
Yeah.
free shit. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, that's good.
He's like, I just really want like some cash.
It's not like Gunther is broke either.
I just need more money.
We have to have money.
Oh my
Are
god.
you sure? Are you sure Gunther isn't like part dragon? Like, are we entirely sure?
Got that
Like
that
his
dragon
mom-
sickness.
Yeah. Are you sure your mom didn't fuck at this point?
I hope you appreciate what I just said.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna play it because if I play it, it's gonna record it.
I got it.
uh,
So that is actually a thing though, like some dragons
fuck people.
yeah,
Like they take on a human form or something.
yes.
That's what I thought.
Dragons can they are able to transform into a human form or humanoid form, and yeah, some people don't even realize that their partner that they've been with was a dragon.
Fucking dragon.
Yeah.
They're like,
Good
huh.
You could be a dragon. Holy shit.
For all I know, maybe, but maybe not.
That'll explain the greenness. Yeah. So we should just spend the day here and let Lazara go do that. And then we can move to Saria.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spend the day
Okay.
studying, if anything. For me, at least.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious about that water gem I found.
Right.
Okay, so we'll start with Lazara. What exactly were you wanting to do?
Okay, so she's going to go to somewhere somewhere fairly quiet and just meditate and try to contact Terranax.
Okay. So you take some time to find a quiet place and sit and sort of reach out and feel that connection. And you do find your contact with Terranax. What would you like to say?
We captured a spellcaster in Carnus Solace who says that she's in league with a blue dragon called Zinder. Do you know who this is?
You can hear him sort of give an exasperated sigh and say, "Yes, I'm quite aware of Zinder. Zinder is a rowdy little upstart who's moved into the desert, more or less. A blue dragon who controls lightning. He's young, foolish, and impressionable. He uses his power to gain control over a select few that he elects as his champions, so to speak, and sends them out to do his bidding. He's very interested in having dominance and power over what he deems to be lesser creatures.
So I say he seems to be working with the cult of Agna now.
Oh, good. Great. Well, I would definitely recommend severing that tie if you could, because dealing with the cult is one thing, but dealing with an angry dragon is another. especially if that dragon has its own underlings. You could send assassins after you. You could try and kill you himself. Who knows? Or you could slay the dragon. Either of those, I'm up for.
Sounds like a plan to me. Do you think? Do you think he's taken a warlock?
The thing is, when a dragon is to do this pact, it does leave them more vulnerable, and it is giving part of their, not only their life force, but their power away. I don't believe that that's something that Zinda will have done, knowing the kind of character he is and the things that he values.
All right. All right. Thank you. I'll be sure he falls by my dagger.
That sounds good.
Okay, and
If you require aid in slaying this dragon, then let me know when the time is necessary, and I will assist in what way I can.
all right, I'll do that. And she'll stop. She'll end the conversation here.
Okay. All right. Well, bye, and then you hang up.
And then
Oh well.
Okay, bye.
Is it a landline or wireless?
Yeah, no. Yeah, sort of click. Like, oh.
Will she be
Sort
charged?
of the dial tone that beeps, just like, hello.
Just boops her nose. That's the call.
Stupid.
I've used up all my spirit minutes.
Fuck, I need to buy more. We're gonna find a convenience store.
Where's the nearest magic AT&T?
So, next, Faye, what would you like to do?
I want to actually. You said it like that one, like a hallway that I can actually try to contact Malil would be in the palace, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna actually try to go to the palace and try to contact Malil.
Mm-hmm. You are welcomed in immediately, given all the space that you need, and you find your that spot in that hallway that seemed to work for you, and you close your eyes and meditate and try to block out all the other distractions and everything else of the world around you. And after some time, you see this same thread ahead of you. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Alicia.
And you reach out toward this thread, and just as you touch the thread, you see a hand reach out from beside you, and it glows this with this radiant light. And last time when you reached out toward the thread, your vision, your connection cut off. But this time, you're able to reach it. As you reach out and touch this thread, that same hand that was reaching out from outside of your vision reaches out and touches your hand, and you hear a very soft, melodic tune play out. An instrument that you wouldn't really able to tell what this is. You never heard anything like it, but it's angelic, and it's sort of like a string instrument that plays, and you feel a warmth throughout your whole body. And you feel that you have this connection with this entity for the time being. If there's anything you want to say to it or communicate with it in some way.
Hold on.
What kind of god is this again?
What?
What kind of god is this again? Like, I'm asking Nick.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't think you would be able to know, so...
Yeah, I was just like...
I don't know. Yeah. We're kind of dating.
So my Lil is a good aligned god. A god of music and life. That sort of domain.
Anyways, I'm just kind of meditating there, and I finally say, finally, I was able to at least contact you. I've been trying several times, and yeah.
The voice that reaches back out to you speaks in a very soothing tone, very almost fitting along with the melodic tune that's sort of playing. And says that you would not be the first to experience trouble communicating with me at first.
Why is that?
In the past, many have tried, many have failed. Many need to have their hearts and souls aligned in just the right way, and finding that resonance is difficult for some.
I kind of pause for a bit, and I say, I had no idea I was this aligned with everything. Right, I just lost my train of thought.
The voice says it could very well be the actions you've taken over the last few days that have pushed your soul and this connection to a point where it is strong enough to withhold our connection.
Do you mean the man and his wife?
Yes.
Did a good.
Hmm?
we did a good.
We
ran away in the back like, hell yeah.
Could ask for guidance.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't think. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah. Um, yeah.
You get the feeling that now that you've properly made this connection, you'll be able to make it a lot easier as time goes on.
Okay.
Like every time you need to contact my Lil, you'll be able to just do that with a little bit of meditation.
Yeah. I asked my little I asked my little if there's like if I have to do anything specific now in order to contact him.
He says, "No, just as you're doing now. I will keep an eye on you. The only other champions that I have consist of bards, and well, watching them constantly is not
Exciting.
does not provide the entertainment that I wholly desire, considering what they use their talents to obtain."
He's done with the porn. Done.
God. Before I let my little go, I just say, why did you present yourself to me at your temple? Besides me slaying the Medusa.
Out of the team of you and out of the visitors that temple dedicated to me has had over the years, you would be the one that I felt a strong connection to. You're the one that I sense is most aligned with the things that I desire to see happen throughout life itself.
Why would you be aligned with me? I'm nothing special. I'm not good. I'm not anything. Why be aligned with me when there's so many better people than me?
This is the same mindset that everyone has when they're contacted in such a way. Most contacted by gods of good and law often find themselves thinking that they are of humble origins and they do not talk themselves up as most do.
I still don't think I'm any special.
He takes a few moments and he says, "Listen, the rest of them that I contact are bards, and they all think that they're super special."
Well, at least I'm modest.
Indeed.
Are bards like the chads of D&D?
Essentially. For the most part.
Just make a bard fighter. It'll be super Chad.
Oh, no.
God!
At the end of a fight, like, yeah, I've saved your life anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Sick loot solo. Oh, fuck.
Well, I asked for your guidance, and I will now leave you for the time being.
He says, "I will continue to keep a watchful eye on you and your friends."
Thank you.
And the connection fades, and you're you snap back into reality. And as you do, there's a sort of a little bit down the hallway, about 10 feet away, there's a guard just kind of standing there with a spear, just kind of tapping away at it with his fingers, just watching you, and he says, "So you've been sitting there talking to yourself for a while. Is everything okay?"
What did I say? I didn't say anything embarrassing, did I?
No. I don't think so. You weren't speaking in a language that I know.
Just be like, just Elvish things. Don't worry.
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine.
No, he seems, actually, this guy is a half elf, so he would know Elvish and Common. But yeah, it wasn't a language that he understands that you were speaking in.
Jeez.
Or so he
That probably was
says
like,
anyway.
jeez, that probably was the creepiest thing he's ever seen then. Just like this elf just in the middle of the hallway, just fucking
Sitting in the hallway
speaking
speaking in tongues.
like, oh god, are we sure we should
Yeah,
have
you-
her in here?
You get the sense that's why he's standing there holding his spear like,
Oh,
am I
like,
supposed to
do I-
do something about this?
He's like, do I take her in?
This is really weird.
He's just sitting there like, do I take her in?
Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
Don't worry about it. It's
He nods and
nothing.
He says, you know, and he says, okay, as long as it was all good. He seems hell nervous. Like he's like, well, she might be possessed, she might be cool, I'm not sure. Who knows?
I do like on my way out I finger gun him. I'm like, it's fine.
Awkwardly finger guns you back and like it leaves his spear standing, and then like the spear starts to fall and he quickly grabs for it awkwardly.
Poor guy. Shit.
So, at this time, what would Gunther like to do?
I'm curious. I want to check, like, really quick how that water gem works.
Okay. So you take out the bright blue gem that you had. It's cold to the touch, even though it is just a fucking cold place up here, but even as you take it out, it feels like ice in your hands. Holding it upright, there is no real effect, but as you tip it the other way, upside down, you see that one end of it is one of the pointed tips of this. It's a slim diamond-shaped gem, so you'd see like in the shape of like a D8, for example, but kind of stretched out to sharp points on either end. One end of it has a white sort of bright tip to it, and as you tip that end down, water begins to flow out from the end of the gem.
Is it a lot of water or just a bit of water?
Sort of a tap at half strength,
Okay.
and it continues to pour and pour
I still
and pour.
pouring.
It doesn't seem to stop. All right, you tip it right way up again, and it it seems to be able to just endlessly spawn this purified water.
This gives me ideas. I'm gonna have a good time
Wondrous.
with this.
Oh boy.
Some others will not.
I mean, bright side, we can just not worry about water when we go to the desert.
That? I was
One
thinking
good
about
thing.
like more fun practices.
I mean, yeah, I know. Like, you can flood someone's basement with enough time, but
Well, no, not that. Something better.
yikes.
It's water. I'm pretty sure water conducts electricity.
I mean,
that's
yeah.
also true. Clever. Also, when people are sleeping in bed, you can just like tip it over their crotch and go, ha ha ha, and then run away.
Gunther has more class than that.
I'm
No, he
sure.
doesn't.
But also, caltrops are made of metal. Can you imagine? Boy. when I filled it with
boy.
this.
So, what else would you like to do?
I would like to do some more loot practice.
All right. Roll a performance check.
Lovely.
Okay. So you find a place. Are you practicing quietly on your own or in front of others?
I would like to do it in front of people.
Oh boy.
Okay. So you find a place out near the courtyard, and you saw, like, back when the festival was happening, there were all the market stalls that were out and lining the streets. Now, however, the market stalls have all cleared away, and people are walking among the streets. Common folk walking from building to building, spending time conversing with one another, and you find an open space and begin to sort of strum away and perform. You try practicing the different tunes that that mentor down in Windmere had taught you, and string together a piece that isn't half bad. And the folks around, a couple of the folks around you, stop where their little conversations they're having and look over and watch you perform for a little while, and they seem to quite like it.
Nice. So my 9 wasn't too bad.
Yeah, did okay.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Well, right now, if he knows one song, it's pretty much just one song, so
It's always playing nothing.
maybe he's playing Wonderwall, who knows?
All bards know it.
It's like the first song they learn.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wonderwall and Smoke on the Water.
Oh, yeah.
The first lesson that his mentor gave him. Okay, here's how you play Wonderwall.
Just a few chords.
The only song you'll ever need. If all bards play Wonderwall, people must be sick of bards.
I mean, that's the general like vibe I get from everyone that ever talks about bards is that everyone is fucking sick of them.
I mean,
even my Lil is sick of bards.
and my Lil's like their god.
I know.
Who like protects and watches over them. But like,
because they're
Probably fucking saw like Faye come around and was like, "Oh, Faye, fuck, she doesn't sing."
I mean, not all bards only know Wonderwall. Like, some of them know Freebird.
That's dedication.
Not all bards.
Hashtag not all
That would be
bards.
good. They're not all bards.
The only bard that's like the best bard is the one that can play Real Fire and Flames, including the solo.
God.
Just imagine Gunther shredding on a lute.
Oh yeah.
On his knees, like face toward the sky, just going at it. Like the town square.
Okay, please draw that.
I should.
Important for science.
That's what he has to do to cast a 9th level spell.
Just right away on his lute.
Just make sure to find flames.
Pulls off his mask, his long hair like flowing. Like,
There's just like lightnings falling near, not hitting him,
God damn it.
killing every enemy in sight.
The bard cast lightning storm. You're just like, wah!
That's what I call a face melter.
They all die from the sheer power of rock and roll.
Oh.
I did not mean to blow your mind. That shit happens to me all the time. Fuck. I want to watch that again. So good. So Diana, what would you like to do?
I'm probably just gonna spend the day at the library studying potions.
Cool. I'll get Gunther and Diana to roll an intelligence check. 1d20 plus your intelligence.
My.
Great.
Neato burrito.
What is going on?
So, let me do something on your character sheets. All right. This one. There. Okay.
We should have Pokemon songs for when something levels up.
Actually, speaking of leveling up, what are we? Have we leveled up just in general lately? Because I think
We haven't in a while.
yeah.
Just about to do that with you guys. Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Okay, just making sure. I was just like, it's been a while.
I think because we were just doing like a lot of traveling.
Yeah, probably.
I had intended to level you up at the start of the session, but I thought that might take a while. So
If
what I
we
might
just
do
do
is
Over the week, like before next one.
that's what I was going to do is over the next sort of week before the next session, I'll go with everyone and level everyone up individually.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been super busy lately.
Oh, yes,
No
same.
worries.
So, what would you guys like to do? Remember that you have lodgings in the temple or the palace in Vaskia.
Yeah.
The castle, yeah.
Do I would Lazara have time to visit the Star Shadow Order before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, no worries. All right, so you head out toward that guild building. Is there anything in particular you'd like to do while you're there?
I wanted to look into applying to be a member.
Okay. Where are we? We're in Vaskia, aren't we? So as you enter, you find that same female tiefling that you found before, who was reading a book off to the side. You see her sitting behind a desk there, and you can see she has 2 books open in front of her, and a large circular glass pane, I suppose, this ring with like a magnifying glass, just sort of hovering above the book, so it's easier for her to read. And she has levitating beside her a cup of tea with a spoon that's sort of slowly stirring inside of it, just levitating beside her with the saucer underneath it.
Okay, I'm just going to slowly and say, hey, it's me again.
And she looks up from her little spectacles and takes them off of her nose again and says, "Oh, indeed it is you."
Hey, what up? It's your boy.
So she says, Thank you guys again for taking me to Carnos de Salas. I got there just in time.
I'm glad that we were able to help. Glad
And
that things worked out for the best.
And she says, I think I want to apply to be a member.
Very well. You would start out as an apprentice, and we would have jobs here available for you to do, little quests and requests that people would ask of us to help them with and aid them with. And the only duty that you would have is that you would have to benefit the guild with your magic once per month. And
I can
that
do this
should
at
be
any
fine.
guild hall, right?
Any guild hall.
Okay. Then I think I'm ready.
Very well. As well, if you would hold out your arm for me.
And she does that.
All right. And she reaches over with her, she holds underneath your arm with her right hand, and with her left reaches over the top of your forearm and places it there. You see the other hovering objects that were beside her, the teacup and saucer and the magnifying glass, slowly lower down and sit themselves upon the table. And she closes her eyes, and you see her begin slowly chanting something. And you feel the sting of a burn on your arm, the searing of your skin, and she slowly raises her hand away and releases you. These other things begin levitating back up to their place again, as though like her focus of her magic had shifted to what she was doing with your arm and then shifted back. And as you inspect that spot on your arm, you see it hasn't left a mark on the skin at all, but sitting just below the skin layer is this flame that seems to be ever burning, and above it twinkling are these 3 stars.
Which
And
arm was that?
Either your left or your right, whichever one you decided to reach out and hold out.
Okay.
And it's just below the layer of skin, and it is moving, like the fire is burning and the stars above it are twinkling, and it's just kind of like a light below the skin. Like a really soft glow that this symbol is there, and it's the symbol of the guild.
Okay.
She says, "Welcome to the guild, Apprentice Lazara."
Lazara grins and said it's great. What's I can't think of the word. It's great to I don't know. Is it great to join you? I don't know. I can't think of what I was going to say.
Honor, privilege, something along those lines.
Something along that.
Sure.
Been
I think we're all kind of just stuck tonight.
One of those days, words escape us. I'm feeling the same.
I was like trying, like when I was like earlier when I was like trying to, you're like, do you have any questions to ask? I was like, I know what I want to ask, but I don't fucking know what to say.
Yeah. Your brain just has that flat line.
Yeah, that was me.
The tiefling woman says, well, I'm not sure if I've introduced myself to you properly yet. I'm Nate Forestbane. She extends her hand for a handshake. Says, I'm the guild master here.
Lazara shakes her hand and says, and just says, Lazara Luanata. I'm just a traveling warlock.
Very well. There are several like you in our ranks.
Good to know.
He says, well, if there's anything else I can assist you with, do let me know. As a member of the guild, you now have access to any of our contacts, and We also have teleportation circles that we can use that connect all of the Star Shadow Order guild buildings in all the cities together. So you can teleport amongst them instantly, but at the rank of apprentice, this would incur a cost to use, as it does to actually activate those circles. It would cost a stronger magic user some of their reserves of their spellcasting for the day, and at our higher levels of strength, it would that could be quite powerful stuff for us. So it would incur a cost.
All right. And she kind of looks around and says, "Is there anything else I need to know?"
I don't believe so. If there is anything that comes up, we'll be sure to contact you.
Thank you. And then she says, "Well, I should get some rest. I need to be in Saria soon."
Very good. We also have a guild building there. Cyrillus Mosque would be the guild master there. There's a human woman. She's getting on in her years, I believe. I'm sure she would appreciate the visit from the new members.
Good. I'll be sure to drop by when I get there.
Very good. Have a pleasant day.
And then Lazara kind of like finger guns her as she's walking out.
Everyone finger guns everyone here.
Everyone is going to know our group, just like, oh yeah, it's those guys that go around just finger gunning everyone.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh
are
no,
you
they're
trying-
back.
It's like people are wondering if they should take offense or not.
It's like, what does that mean?
Is that like their way of like giving us the middle finger?
Is this like a weird sex thing? Like, what is this?
Are you trying to throw spells at us?
Oh. I'm surprised no one's flirting with the hot tiefling.
This is Lazara's poor way of flirting, actually.
Oh no! Gonna roll charisma. See if it works.
She seems completely oblivious to it.
Oh no!
Yeah, she has like this definite elegance about her. And a beauty in a sort of matriarchal way.
She's got that tiefling hotness.
Indeed.
I mean, to be fair, Lazara flirting with the guildmaster, where she literally just joined, probably isn't in her best interest.
Yeah,
Right.
Probably
This
not.
is-
If
this
that
is-
goes
this is
south,
true.
then it's like, oh, every city will know.
but hey, if it goes well,
Every city
Then
will
every
know.
city will know.
Yeah.
yeah. Either way,
Okay, there will be other hot tieflings.
eventually.
So after this, we should be heading to Saria again, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and when Lazara meets back up with the group, she's going to tell them everything that Terranax told her.
Good. Also,
Okay.
that whole exchange with the dragon reminded me of the dragon we met at the Ocean Point Cove.
Oh yeah.
He did also
yeah.
tell us that should we ever need help with that, something like that, he would be down. So that's worth considering.
Also, I'm going to have Lazira say, by the way, if it'll make you guys feel better, he is a copper dragon.
Oh, okay.
That's good to know.
That is good to know.
Yeah, because when you said dragon, we're just like,
Could be any dragon.
yeah, like, you gotta be a little specific when it comes to dragons, because
Not to be racist or anything, but
You're never
Yeah.
too sure. What time is it now?
It's starting to get into the late afternoon, evening sort of time.
Wondering if Gunther
we get
should-
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just wondering if Gunther should go like bling hunting.
Bling hunting?
Yes.
Oh my. Do you want to take Diana with you?
Sure. Be good.
She's got the
Wondrous.
jewelry skill.
But like bling
Sure.
hunting isn't like magic items. 'Cause
Oh,
Gunther-
then you can probably take this.
Well, fuck you then.
Everyone is welcome to come along. I don't do favoritism.
Yeah, no, like, Faye's not gonna come along hunting unless it's, like, actual animal hunting.
If it's bling, you're like whatever.
You're having a session with magical items now.
Maybe.
Dragon sickness.
Maybe.
Dragons hoard magical items, man. That's what they do.
That is
Dude, I'm
true.
telling you, Gunther's like dad or something must have been a dragon.
That would have meant that the mom would have fucked a dragon, and I'm kind of scared thinking about that.
But Lacey, we established earlier that they can take human forms.
But they could also not. I mean, you don't know their life.
Yeah, maybe she
You
was.
know what they're
maybe-
into.
Yeah,
Don't-
maybe
man,
Gunther's
you know that
mom was
shit.
like super into that shit. She was all like, "Oh my god, I totally want to get like ripped in half with a giant dragon dick."
He don't know.
no.
Gunther doesn't know their kinks.
Oh, oh, babe, split me like a log. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna cry.
Gunther's just like, please stop talking about my mom.
Please never again.
You know, that's even worse because I had that situation.
Yep.
I know. It was awful.
I swear we are going to bring that up like every session.
No.
I have a question. Did he like finish the job?
What?
Did he finish the job?
Oh, I don't
Like, did he give
remember.
it?
I don't remember that much.
I need to know if he got like a happy
He
ending.
blocked it.
Parry and riposte.
Gave the dragon the blue
Oh.
balls. Yeah, it was just my DM and my friends picking on me.
Yeah, I can tell. Oh.
But yeah, Gunther wants to go shopping, probably.
He's so flashy.
I know
Okay.
that.
Let me quickly do a thing here.
What?
Just a sec.
I should have a character someday that just has like a Dragon King.
Jesus.
In on a quest to find the dragon husband.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm absolutely gonna do it. Like you guys think I'm
Amazing.
joking, but I'm not.
You're just like either like a regular human, or
Yeah, it's going to be like just a human, and probably like a really tiny human too.
it's a fucking halfling.
Actually, it's a better idea than human.
Because it's small.
Something small, like a halfling
Or
or
a
a
gnome.
gnome thing. Yeah. Her dream is just having a dragon husband.
Yep.
I'm taking notes.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I heard all that typing.
So, yes. So you look for that same store that was selling the bag of holding and other things similar. Is anyone going with Gunther as he does this, or
Yeah, I guess I'll come along.
okay?
Ooh.
I guess I will too.
Does
Alright.
Faye want to come along too?
I mean, I guess if everyone else is going, I guess I'll go.
She's
But
like,
you know,
Peer
no.
pressure.
It's your
Peer
choice.
pressure.
it's like when you drag a kid to like a fucking hardware store and they're like, ah.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
she's
like magic items.
She's like, everyone else is trying to talk with like the shop owner, and she's just standing there pouting, like kicking the legs of the tables and all that kind of shit.
she's like Senpai finally noticed me. I don't want you people dragging me down.
Yikes.
But yeah, Lacey, if you want to do your
I
own,
should actually.
if they
I
want to
should
do
ask,
her
like,
own
my-
thing, she can.
I mean, I don't have anything else that I can do. Actually, yeah, no, I'm not going to tag along because there's actually something else I wanted to do.
Good,
Okay.
good.
So right with you, I'll do the storefront thing first, and then we'll do Faye's thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you guys head to the store there. And you find that that same tiefling who was running the store last time you were there when it was the out front stall. That same male tiefling is running the store there.
Nice.
And he welcomes all of you in, and he's wearing a similar outfit to Gunther, your merchant's clothing. He's wearing a similar sort of getup.
Oh, interesting.
Another flashy asshole.
Oh my god.
Gunther and the shopkeeper are just like trying to outsparkle each other.
Out camping one another. Yeah. You guys hear Diana mention under her breath something about flashing assholes. You're not sure what it was about.
Is she talking about literal assholes, or is she talking about us?
You're not sure.
That's for me to know and you to wonder.
Well, it's working.
Anyway, he invites you into the store and asks what he can do for all of you.
I was looking for anything really, something that could help me either survive in battle or further things out there in the nature.
He does say, "Do you have about 120 gold on you?"
At least.
Okay. And he reaches down under the counter and he pulls up an old leather boot and just sits it on the table. Because that one's 120 gold.
What does it do?
It's just a boot.
Nothing, it's just a leather boot. No, he
It's really nice.
Gunther just kind of looks at the boot like,
And,
what's its purpose?
oh. This is going to be an expensive store, I sense. So,
Like one like pirate bought the other one, and I still have this. So
It
You
does
want
look
it?
like a rather disheveled, worn down old leather boot.
Is it like
You know that leather perishes over time, and this one has been around for probably nearly 100 years. This is an old ass boot.
it's a single boot?
It is just a single leather boot, and he says this has been enchanted to act as a nice resting zone, a safe place for people to gather round at night when you're on the move. And I sense that you are the adventuring type, so you and your group could definitely benefit from this object.
I'm laughing because gather around kids around the stinking boot. I'm not saying that as Gunther, I'm just saying this myself. Gather around the resting boot.
gather around the boot, guys. It's time for dinner.
You're gonna get a kick out of. You're definitely gonna get a kick out of what it's called and what it can do, though.
Oh my.
Oh god. Do ask,
I'll
please.
send you
Okay,
if you
what
buy
can
it.
it
I'll
do?
send you the magical item information after you purchase it. But he says that it acts as a safe place for people to rest around when you are making camp and calling it a night, and you need somewhere to rest your eyes, stay warm, and stay safe on the road.
Nothing looks safe about this boot.
This gammy old boot.
I'm assuming he's not really trying to like scam me, is he?
Roll an insight check. Diana can as well if you want.
Yeah, from tiefling to
Because-
tiefling. Is this
Because
guy
you're just like, this is a fucking boot. Like, 120 gold, good for dreaming.
No. And it's like, I trust him.
Yeah, 120 gold for a boot sounds hell fair. No, Gunther, you know, like, merchant to merchant, like, you know that he's not selling you some dumb scam shit. Like, this is the real deal.
Okay.
Whatever
so
this is,
it is the real deal.
He's being pretty genuine in the.
Can you tell me more about
What do you say?
like what it does other than like how does it keep people safe?
So it the boot doesn't ignite a fireplace or anything like that, but it does emit the same heat as a campfire would, and also
That is wild.
casts an alarm spell around the area of the encampment, so that if anything other than the campers intended should pass over that threshold, everyone will be alerted.
That's interesting.
So if you are on the road and need a safe place to rest, you'll not be ambushed as you rest. Everyone can get a good night's sleep.
That sounds like a
If
good deal.
someone leaves the camp that isn't supposed to leave the camp, will that also set off the alarm?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, it would be interesting to boot.
Also, it can feed all of those that are staying in the camp.
What?
How so?
Magic, my guy.
Well, clearly we just roast the boot.
This is not Full Metal
Leather, man, it's full of
Alchemist.
them fibers. Such fiber.
This is not FMA, you guys. Stop.
Yeah, it would be interesting to boot.
You'd choose. All right. Well, it's 120 gold, but I sense that you have those writs still on you.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Well, it'll be 96 gold from you then.
Good to me. And I gave
right.
him the 96.
All right. I'll send you the thing on Discord. That's the description of it.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go look at that. I love the name.
Oh my god.
The
Do
boot-
show us, please.
The boot camp.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna. I want to read it out loud.
Yep.
Once per day, this boot may be placed on the ground, and when the command words "soul searching" are spoken,
Oh, no.
the following effects occur. The boot emits a comfortable heat in a 30 feet radius that does not produce smoke or ignite objects. The boot casts an alarm spell on the area to keep campers safe. The boot from within produces enough nourishing stew to feed 8 million
Nourishing
creatures.
stew.
Yes!
Oh my god.
I love it. It's great.
What? Soul searching. I hate this!
I love it.
Diana probably loves it though. Diana's like, yes!
I'm gonna write this in stuff.
Oh.
Oh, this is amazing. I already love this item. Oh. Perfect. And yep. Did you two need anything? I asked Dai and Lasara.
No, I was just wanted to come along.
Yeah, I'm good.
And yeah, that's about it from me.
All right.
Do the finger guns the guy.
I do the finger guns indeed.
We all just leave
We all-
doing the finger guns in unison.
Oh my god.
He's gonna think we're a street gang.
Oh, yes.
Whew.
So, you guys head back out. Is there anything else you guys would like to do, like this group, before I
No.
switch over to Faye? No?
Mm,
Okay.
I don't think so.
So, Faye, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna head back to oh, what's her from face? The spellcaster.
Yep, the one that's tied up to the bear.
Yeah, I forgot her name.
She's under the watchful eye of guards as well. They're staying distant, and you've noticed that all of them are wearing sort of face masks to cover their faces, and they're all wearing earplugs as well.
Do I know why they're doing that?
Roll an insight check.
Okay. I do.
All right, so after the encounter with the doppelganger, then they're taking every precaution possible with everything you guys bring into the city. They don't trust shit. They're
Oh.
like, spells? Nah, fuck that. Blocking that out with my ears. None of that enchantment shit. Fucking covering my face so it can't take my form. None of that. Like, they're just like doing everything they can to stop anything.
Okay, in that case, I was just are we staying at the palace or are we gonna be staying at an inn tonight?
Entirely up to you guys. You can stay at the palace if you want. Your rooms are still there.
Okay, because I was gonna I need to talk to her but in private, and I figured it'd be better to do it like more. It's fine. I kind of like I approach the guards and I tell them that I can handle it from here. And
All right. They one
I
of them like
shout at them.
one of them just kind of goes, "Oh, thank God," and just starts walking away, and the rest of them kind of follow him.
So I approach her, and
Mhm.
and how is she looking at this point?
Still pretty nasty, beat up. Like
Okay.
she's got like all this shit is going to leave scars. Like in her, like the amount of time that it's been left like this, like in her wild shape form and in her human form, she's going to have some nasty scars.
is there anything that is there anything that is still kind of fresh at this point, or?
Not so much. The wounds have kind of coagulated, so they're not exactly bleeding, but they are quite like sticky and starting to try and scab and heal.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're not going to heal up pretty.
Am I able to, like, with like cure wounds? Am I able to kind of like alleviate any of the pain or anything, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So I approach her and I'll say like I'll be like God damn it, why am I like this today? I even wrote down a list of stuff I was gonna do so that way I wouldn't fucking blank out like this, but I'm like looking at my list like, can I get
Can I get a chicken nugget? I mean 5?
Can I get a fucking But anyways, like I approach her.
Where's that Patrick meme?
But anyways, I approach her and I say, I'm gonna strike a deal with you. I know you're probably still hurting really badly, and you probably would like some sort of like way to alleviate the pain, correct? She can't speak, but yeah.
She's lying on one side and she's looking up at you with like her one wolf eye that's, visible and just kind of staring at you. And she very meekly nods once.
All right. Here's the deal. I'm going to cure your wounds, but I have a few questions I want to ask. If I heal you, will you be willing to answer these questions for me?
She nods once again.
And no funny business, because if you try anything, I won't hesitate to kill you. She
nods again.
All right. So I kind of remove the gag at this point, and I say I'm gonna ask my questions first, and then I will heal you. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. First off, where is Zinder located?
He is north of the town of Ta'al, in the desert.
And exactly how we're gonna, like, exactly from here do we get there?
She thinks to herself a moment, and she says, probably by walking.
I should probably mention this now. I'm not going to take this smart, like, Alec. Yeah. Answer my questions, and then I'll heal you.
There is no trickery about where he stays. He's got I suppose it was a temple to something else at some stage, but he's claimed it as his own domicile for the time being. And it is above ground. It is visible for all those that are going out that way and looking for it.
Okay.
There's no trickery involved with finding him.
How many days do you think it would take us to get there from here?
Unladen on horseback, probably about a week.
A week. All right. All right. Next question. What do you know about the cult? Anything will do, but I need to know everything you know.
I know that they are attempting to summon an ancient deity that they, them or their ancestors worshipped many, many years ago. There's a deity that my Lord Zinder does not necessarily follow, but he is aligned with them for the promise of power that it would grant him.
Okay. What was I gonna say? What will happen once they summon this deity?
My best guess is that they would force all the cities of modern people to bow to him, and he would take over the continent, slowly wiping out one by one the various factions that would oppose him and destroying any monuments to other deities. Vecna, from what I remember, is he was a lich or a powerful spellcaster of some kind who wanted to become a god, and the other gods refused him this, and so he more or less forced his way to that rank in spite of them. And so anything he can do to smite other gods, he will do.
Okay. How did Zinder get in contact with the cult of Vecna in the first place?
They sent their agents out to his temple and struck a deal with him, promising him infinite power for his assistance in their matters, in thwarting those that would oppose the cult and in assisting them in gaining everything they are after.
And
so far, he's helped guide them through the desert to find the staff.
the staff? Which staff?
The one that was present in God's rest.
Oh, that one, okay.
So they have that now. From what I recall, they moved east from God's rest after they obtained it.
Do you have any idea where they would have head out to in the east?
I believe they told my lord their plans, but he did not wish to share them with me.
Why? You don't trust this cult, now do you?
No, not really.
Then why do you still stick with Zinder if you don't trust him?
Because I know and have witnessed firsthand my lord's power. I have seen him lay waste to areas of Windmere, the city before it was rebuilt. And I do not wish to be on the receiving end of that power.
So you're basically following him out of fear.
Essentially. She seems kind of defeated in a way.
Then why not join us and just stop this and just stop the cult?
I fear that he's become blinded by his attraction to this power they offer him. If we were to oppose that, I feel as though he would see it as a betrayal, and, well, I've seen those that have betrayed him in the past, and they aren't with us anymore, shall we say.
I understand. Last question. If we agree to protect you from your Lord Zinder, will you do what we ask of you to help stop this?
She kind of laughs a little bit, but then, winces from the pain it causes, and says, well, if such a thing were possible, then yes, I would agree.
She laughs and she's like, don't worry. Nothing's impossible. And then I'll heal her. I'll use cure wounds on her.
Okay. I believe you have to roll a thing for that, if I remember
I
correctly.
do. Would it be a crap? Where is it? Would it be a? Is it medicine?
No, I think it's because it's a spell. I think it's like a D8.
Oh, okay.
1d8 plus your.
Oh, right. I'm.
1d8
Yeah.
plus your wisdom modifier, which
1d8
is
is
3. 1d8
Oh.
plus 3.
okay. 1d8 plus 3. Da 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 da. 1, 8 plus 3.
All right. So you cast the spell on her, and you see physically, you see these like wounds that were more or less just open wounds that were looking really nasty. You see them like magically sew themselves shut and close up, leaving no trace of a scar or anything. And you see her breathing becomes easier, and her general just state of being is soothed, and she thanks you.
You're welcome.
So you leaving her like that, or you putting the gag back on, or
No. Well, I'll say before anything, I'll say here also another deal. I'll leave the gag off, but if you try any funny business, just know the next time we find you, it's not going to end up as easy as you're not going to have it as easy as you did now.
understood?
All right, and that's it for me.
Okay. So nightfall rolls around. You guys have the opportunity to retire to the palace or to inns or wherever you'd like to stay.
The palace might
guess
be
the
a
castle,
good place.
Is Faye does Faye tell the party what she learned from?
Yes, I do.
Okay. But before going to bed, Lazara says, I can take you to Tal. I've been there before.
All right.
So it was north of town, or close to town.
I assume it's that point on the map that has a really long name.
Right
No,
here.
it's not quite there. It's more
It's-
of like here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Close to it.
I kind of
Yeah.
look at before anything. I kind of look at Lysira and say, exactly what way are we gonna have to what route are we gonna have to take to get there?
As far as I know, we'll just have to go back to Reprieve and go south from there.
Okay.
Might as well pass by Robber's Wood while we're at it.
Yay, more booze!
And we haven't drank anything yet.
Yes.
Yeah, and Gunther is not going to.
No, Gunther is not. He has learned.
It's okay. We're already in Master. It's fine.
Learn what we needed.
So I guess we go to bed.
Good to me. And I'm assuming we're also taking Reneg with us, right?
Yeah, but the thing
Yeah.
is, we're at the palace.
Under watchful eye.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. We're
Yeah.
basically also are we basically just camping in the same room?
I guess. But we also have the guards too, but I'm not sure we should trust them with this. Not.
Oh, they have
Right.
earplugs.
They have earplugs.
Yeah.
They're taking every precaution. They're not going to fall for any shit.
Not again.
As you guys approach the palace, it's worth mentioning that Tuazar is there waiting at the door for you, and she approaches Dai and she hands you a letter in an envelope, and she says, "Mail arrived for you. I was given it along with the other mail that I received when I returned. Thought you should have it."
Oh, thank you. And I
She,
take it.
all right, she gives you a little wave and wanders off toward the guild.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Does it say where it's from? I'm assuming it's from Passage.
You see that it has your name on the front of the envelope, and it's in handwriting that you recognize.
Oh, okay. Well, I open it.
All right. All right. I've sent you a thing on Discord.
Yeah.
That's what the letter contained. Okay.
Mm. Right. We should probably head to Passage.
How so?
Well, I'm being told that some shady people have been coming to the city in numbers more and more, and we could probably check that out.
Hmm.
What
Well,
about?
we can probably. Oh, what was that?
Oh, I was gonna just say, what about her? And then I point to, yeah.
We can bring her along, it's fine.
She's still lying there on her side, all tied up.
Besides, it might be best for us to gather all the information we can before actually seeing this dragon.
Yes,
That's true.
I agree.
So yeah, we should probably do that.
Well, we can probably.
I can organize to have a boat ready for you in Seria to ship you to Passage if that works for you. And you turn around, you can see the prince is there, and he's got the little halfling woman following him around, the little gnomish woman rather, who's acting more or less as his assistant at the time being. And she keeps tugging on his cloak, and she's like, "My lord, you have a meeting." He's like, so if it helps, I can organize to have a ship ready in Seria to get you to Passage.
Actually, don't we
flying
have?
under my city's colors.
We
Oh,
do
I was
have-
gonna say that boat thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a boat.
Well, if you have transportation already organized, then
Yeah,
But
the
is
swan
it-
boat
Is
token.
it safe?
I mean-
is it safe
If
to
you-
go?
if
and
you-
investigate
I think we should, accept.
that? Yes.
I mean,
when
if you
think about it-
trust Lyra to get you all the way there on that boat.
Now that I think about it, isn't it like a small boat?
Yeah,
just
it's big, but
No,
it's
decently
not.
sized boat.
Yeah, I remember it says that it can
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
But is
It
it,
holds a lot more people than I thought when I originally gave you the item. When I properly read it through, I was like, "Oh,
is it sea
It's
safe?
it's not a small little fucking dinghy or whatever. It's like a big fucking big boat." But yeah,
Is it sea safe?
yes.
Oh, okay. I guess we already have a boat.
I mean, it's up to yeah. I mean, it's up
But
to you guys. But
we can
we
also
have a boat.
We can also have a crew if we.
Yeah, we could
If
probably.
we-
That does look like a bit of a trip.
Yeah.
Be a couple of days on the sea, yeah.
Lazara says, I'm not confident that the four of us can make it all the way to Passage on our own.
And you're the only one
All
here
right.
that knows boats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
trust Lazara on
We'll
that.
take you up on that offer.
On a ship of that size, you would need a larger crew than just the four of you and a wolf. Like,
And a wolf, and another almost dead wolf.
Yeah.
and horses
a
and
wolf
cars.
and a big wolf that's beat to shit. Like, yeah, that's Another thing is like if it's flying the colors of the royal city of Vaskia, then odds are you'd get an easier time passing through like the security and stuff there.
All the better.
Yeah, I think we'll take the prince up on that.
Yep. Sounds good.
I love this
Okay.
guy. He's adorable.
So, how big is our boat that we bought?
It was pretty big. Doesn't it? Don't you have the information there?
I do.
Because I'm curious. You said it was a lot bigger than you thought.
It is pretty big, but
Yeah,
it's more about not trusting ourselves with being able to do that.
A 50-foot long and 20-foot wide boat shaped like a swan. Self-propelled, moves across water at a speed of 6 miles per hour. You can use an action while on the boat to command it to move or turn up to 90 degrees. The boat can carry up to 32 medium or smaller creatures.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's really big.
Remains also worth noting. It remains for 24 hours and then disappears.
Ah, there you go.
That's safe.
And returns
Yeah.
into the shape of the small token. So I mean,
Yeah, it's
less
probably
than
better
safe if you're going on a
for...
journey that's a couple of days long.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like if we were going like from Passage to like Sailcrest, for example, that would be a good idea. But
Yeah.
Yes.
this is several days.
I don't trust myself enough with this. I don't like
Yeah,
swimming.
no.
Okay.
Definitely will take that offer.
Yep. Going to make things easier.
It's like, well, I will definitely organize that for you. And then the little gnome woman continues tugging on his clothes. Oh, yes. I have to go. I have a meeting, but I will see you off if I get the opportunity. I am quite busy. And the gnome's he's like, yes, I'm quite busy. So I'll see you later. He smiles and he turns around and with a sigh, he follows the gnome off to another meeting. She's almost sprinting to jogging ahead of him, and he's just kind of slouched forward and just kind of walking along.
Tough
I
work.
love this
Off
kid.
to tend to some royal duty.
Yeah, sounds like tough work.
It's hilarious.
Hmm.
So yeah,
So, yes.
should get ready for that. Get some sleep. Get all our things.
I almost feel like testing the boot, but I don't think it's safe to test that in the castle if there's people walking around.
Shit.
The
I'll
alarm
get-
spell.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's it.
I can't wait
I-
for that to come into effect.
I want to set the people that can enter the boot's radius to everyone in this castle.
Jesus.
But yeah.
Also, about that letter, I just wanted to show you a little bit of it. Like this is part of the This is part of.
Oh my god.
That's not a problem. I don't break laws.
I mean, you technically don't have to worry about that with Faye.
Yeah.
Diana just looks at Lazara.
And Gunther.
Gunther is a
She's all-
respectable man.
No, he's not.
Indeed, he doesn't care much about the laws.
There's a reason we call him Uncle Bad Touch.
I mean,
And
It's
as
not
you guys,
it's not sexual, but whatever he touches, he steals.
not all the time.
Hashtag
Anyway.
not all Gunthers.
Okay, I mean, I did take the necromancer's robes.
Fuck. We should go to sleep.
the mask.
Enough.
And the stone, but that's fine. Anyway, yes. As you guys pack in and get some rest, I think we'll have to call it a session.
Sounds good.
Alright.
All right.
Okay.
Person's like, why? Just when it was getting good.
It's been a few short sessions, I guess.
It has,
Yeah.
yeah, but hopefully next week will be
Hopefully.
a better one.
Yeah, and I'm still